Hey guys, welcome back to Rising Angels Reborn. I think this is part 8. My thoughts trip to a quote that stuck with me from a young age. It is only a step from boredom to a delusionment, which leads naturally to self-pity, which in the end turns into chaos. Despite our sense of urgency, our trails after the elusive ship and any potential pursuers have again been thwarted by several red herring on trails. I fear that boredom and the feeling of being downtrodden is taking hold through the crew. I wish I did not secretly agree with them. How could I explain that the past few days? We jump in, find absolutely nothing, and have return our starting point to try again. Our choices in this maze have led us nowhere other than empty tracks of the void. Our food seems to be disappearing faster than we estimated. Everything from our oxygen scrubbers to our search engines seems to be on the fritz. Kaylee looks worse and worse by the hour. The commander seems to be holding strong. Thankfully, she isn't allowing us to abandon our search just yet. Everyone else, however, this is stupid. You said that for the 15th time this meal, Kika. Meal? This is rice with soy sauce. That's no meal. That's borderline starvation. At least it was. At least it is still 2 solid meals a day. Even though it isn't very tasty, at least it is filling. More than this blind search in the dark. All I've been able to do lately is look for clues that might tip me off to who was working against me on this ship. Word seems to be spread that I am on the watch. However, they seem content to just lie in wait. Urgh. I think we have very two different ideas of what constitutes a meal. It has to last, otherwise we won't be eating anything. That's the point I'm arguing. Jeez, open your ears. We don't need to be out here. What would you suggest we do? Just let the Empire get their hands on the weapon? First off, we don't even know if there really is a weapon. What proof is there other than the ramblings of some datapad we found? They could have left that there to derail us. My initial briefing said that there was an important artifact out there. Right, intelligence has never been wrong before. I don't like that attitude, and I don't like this whole situation. My second point is why. Why don't we just go back and get more help? If this thing exists and such a threat, we should be gathering as much help as possible. There is no time. Oh, but there is plenty of time to choose our tails blindly. Some of us don't have tails to chase. You know what I mean. Good morning, Soul. Good morning, Lieutenant Star. You've been ordered to complete this mission. That should be enough. And if you think my life is worth a little bit more, then you are in the wrong profession. It's no place for a timid house cat. Gah. What brings you here this morning, Soul? Not just to torment poor Kika, I hope. I'm getting some food for Faye. The doctor couldn't be bothered to provide to his patient, because she shouldn't be eating solid food yet. Because he's a lazy good-for-nothing. How's she doing? Asking for solid food is a good sign. She's still not ready for the interrogation I think you have planned. Who said anything about an interrogation? I know you too well. You better not be trying to grill my minion. I'll do what my job demands of me. Sorry, Natalie, but I have to agree with Kika on this one. Well, she isn't sleeping most of the day is when you can ask your questions. So, never. Pretty much. I might as well go bring Zori her breakfast. You are all depressing me. The truth sucks. That's why we should just accept it and go home. Bending your duty in a moment of need, and I was starting to think better of you. I'm going with you to visit my minion. Fine, if it stops your mindless babble, you can come along. It's not mindless. You both just don't understand the necessities of going home. You're just a big of a pig as Faye. Come on. Want to come with me, Alphonse? I think Zori would like the company. Thank you for your kind offer, but I visited her when I woke up. I gather the impression that she wanted to spend some time alone with you. Oh, what for? She has something she wants to show you. It's quite special to her. Is there something that can tie up some of those loose threads? No, but I think you'll enjoy it just the same. I might as well. Listening to everyone complain about how this is a waste of time is eating at my patience. So might have no problem breaking it out, but I would rather not play the rank court over the devotion to duty one. Once we find it, I'm sure Kika's tune will change. She's just trying to hide her soul right now, and venting her frustrations on the mission is the easiest way for her. At the cost of driving me crazy. Alphonse laughs at my sorrow, but I don't hold it against him. This whole operation is feeling like a joke right now. The blind leading the blind through a minefield. I hope Zori has something pleasant to get my mind off this nightmare. Hey Zori, I'm here with lunch. Breakfast, brunch, whatever time of the day it is. I hold back for a second to make sure no one is flying. Make sure no flying moves, or about to remove my head from my shoulder. Once my safety measures ensure a safe, clear field to enter, I step in. Curled on the bed with her tail wrapping around her is my friendly Dreamin. She said, a sad smile tugs on her lips as she stares at her data pad forlornly. Is something wrong? I can stop back later. She pulled herself up, patting the spot on the bed next to her. I was looking at some old pictures of when I was still a woodling or wildling, whatever. A what? Well, we weren't really hedgehogs anymore, but not quite old enough to join society and be named a Dreamin, and considered to be, I guess, wildling then. Let me ask you about that. Is your first and last name both Zuri? Nope, Zuri is Zuri. You only have one name? That sounds like it could be confusing. Not at all. When we become adults, we are given a name that is ours and ours alone. I'm the one and only Zuri. You must have a very small population. We are a lot older and less spawny than humans, that's for sure. I can hope that my species are a bunch of rabbits. Huh? Small mammals that breed incredibly quickly. Small, fluffy, cute. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. I guess it doesn't matter much. The point is that humans breed quickly in the grand scheme of things, and there are a lot of us out there. You're all weird. Anyway, I wanted to show you some kind of pictures I found. She hands me her data pad. It's almost remarkable the amount of scuffing on the screen. The things in the case and the way the screen remains to flicker. Sorry, this data pad is ancient. Where did you find it? I found it in a bush when I was wandering through a trader camp years ago. Negas fixed it up and got it working for me. He's that one. She changes the image to a scrawny Dreamin with thick, dark blue hair and a thick, stubby tail. His gaze seems to be staring past the camera, even though he was looking straight at it. Negas was always really good at making broken things work. He tinkered with any sort of abandoned electronics he found. I suppose it was fate. What was? Someone had wired a bomb inside a supply crate of food we found. He barely had time to scream for anyone to run before it was off. That's awful. Who would do something like that? Warlords thought it was a fun game to play. It was rather common, and we were usually careful, but we hadn't had anything to eat in days. If niggas hadn't talked us out of it, we would have all died when we went for it. It sounds like a horrible child rearing. No guiding authority, no protection, no education. We were a lot tougher and determined for it. Those who can't survive don't. It's sad, it's depressing, but it's our traditions. You sound like it was all bad. You learn a lot about treading, survival, and working as a team. Even when my stomach was growling, the others were there to help me carry on. Here it is. This is the only one that has most of our clutch in it. A group of 5 German crowd together in a picture taken in beautiful grassy hills. All but the one I think is Negas are barely half my height. They look happy. Their clothes are rugged leather. Their faces are covered in dirt and grime. But the diminished amount of food evident in their bodies. But all of them showed the same hopeful smile I see on Zuri's face today. That's Ariel. He was our clutchest fighter. Whenever we were in danger, he would fling himself headfirst into it. Ariel caused us a lot of problems, but there was never a truer friend. She points to the smallest of the group, a furry redhead with a body marred with scars, and bits of his tail and broad wings missing. Even from the picture, I can see the energy and fight pouring from him. What happened to his ear? Funny story about that one, but I promised him I'd never tell it again. He's now a diplomat to the Aurelian Republic. I still can't picture him wearing anything other than that tunic. In the back with the pale green hair is Gideon. He really spoke much, but he would always seem to have the right words to defuse the situation. Gideon was our diplomat, not Uriel. He used to make these really yummy wheat biscuits. Children didn't make them very often, but he was always made me one to celebrate our hatching day. Used to? He disappeared a few weeks after this was taken. Julian had a contact whom we used to trade us wheat for scraps. We find in old ruins. One day he went to make the trade and never came back. I'm sure he's still out there somewhere. I like to think so. This was during a time when we were as a fashion on Celestia for bags made from the wings of dreamers, so we suspected. I'm sure he's fine, if he got kidnapped by a slave trader or something. Yeah. I'm sure he's still out there, thinking about his friends. What am I supposed to say other than the weak platitudes? Realistically, he probably was killed to make some snobby rich lady in his handbag. Discussing that thought is, what sort of jerk would I be to say that? Couldn't you guess who this is? Kylie? Nope, I might have been small, but I wasn't that small. Guessing Kylie would be a better guess than Zuri. The girl in the picture doesn't strike me as the Zuri I know today. For starters, her stature really is smaller than Kylie. Her tail is thin and whip-like. Zuri's cropped hair is much longer, falling almost to her knees. I can count the number of ribs on her chest, so prominent they stick out. But the strangest thing of all is that she looks so meek, timid. She's clutching to a taller girl with long golden hair and the air of grace and nobility. Zuri, on the other hand, looks like a scared mouse. What do you think? I was cute, right? You look so weak. I was thinking timid and meek. Little Zuri is it's adorable though. She was happy, but absolutely worthless. I don't know what part of that sentence worries me more. Aren't you happy? If I could get out of this cramped room again, I'd be a lot happier. Oh, go, yell at the commander again. What else? When I picked up the mental of being a warrior, I realized that the universe isn't as black and white as I thought it would be. Good and evil are hard to distinguish sometimes. I worry if we're doing the right thing. I'm not unhappy, I'm just confused. I want to go home. Not you as well. It took a lot of courage for me to finally admit that. I've been thinking about it since we got back from the camp. I'm proud that I was able to say it. Little Zuri there would have never had the courage to admit it. She just had the coward and had to be pulled along. Why? You know we have to do this. It's just something that I feel in my gut. It's telling me that we should just go home now and forget about this. Cricket gave me that logical standpoint. Zuri has given me the spiritual side of it. This is going to be dangerous. I feel it. I'm putting lots of this crew into hardship and risk. But there is no way I'm letting the mystery go unsolved. If this device turns out to be a super weapon, then it'll be worth it. The lives of a few versus the lives of the entire world. If it isn't, if this is a wild goose chase, we have to do this. It's our duty to do whatever we can to protect the innocent people of the Katachion directorship from any and all threats to their safety. I'm a little unsure myself, to be honest, but I'm sure of that. When I was commissioned, I swore to protect the citizens of my homeland and the troops under my command. I've got a bad feeling about this as well, but it doesn't mean I can shirk my duty in our hour of need. I'll need you there with me, Zuri. I can't do this without you. Don't lie, you could do this without me. No, I need you because you're my partner. Because we are friends. We're in this together, thick or thin. But my effort to cheer her up falls flat. Try as I might, Zuri seems to have lost that flicker of happiness. You sound just like her. Even though she doesn't say it, her eyes tell me who she's thinking about. Zori's emerald green eyes are dim as she goes back to the staring at the picture. Who was she? Akiro. She was our leader. She was the most important person in my life. She made me happy and whole. I want to ask more to help me understand Zuri's past a little more, but the hurt in her eyes warned me away. No, what Zuri needs now isn't an interrogator, but someone who'd just be there for her. The food is growing cold, but we don't move for it. Minutes tick by as Zuri fights tears and sniffles. I miss her. Tell me about her. You would have liked her. Definitely liked her more than me. Where I was useless and weak, she was steadfast and strong. With her protecting me, I always felt safe. I was so weak, so pitiful. Monsters would come for us all, and I would never do it. All I could ever do was hide. She and Ariel would go out there and beat them to a pulp. She would make the bandits leave us alone. Once I got kidnapped by a bunch of slavers. They threw me into a small cage where I couldn't even see the light. I thought I was gonna die in that hell until I saw the sun in her face again. She was a true warrior when I was nothing but a burden. I was so stupid, I was happy with it. You weren't worthless. All I could do was patch up our stuff and she loved my flute. Every night, she'd always have me play songs on it for everyone. It made the night not feel quite so long or dark. Oh, blah blah blah. I'd see your beautiful smile and cheery laugh, and I really thought that I was helping everyone. What happened? I got her killed. Sorry, I'm so sorry. If I wouldn't have been such a coward, if I would have stopped and stayed with her. You don't know that. What happened? I was gathering berries one day, and I stumbled into a pack of these flesh-eating spiders. I screamed for help, and she came running. If I would have just kept my big mouth shut. She told me to run, to let her fight and protect them from me, and I let her. I just ran away because I couldn't do anything. Never again. I'm never going to run away again. And when someone needs help, that's why I'm staying here, even though I want to run. You might be my friend, but I had more than just you to protect. Everyone on this ship needs my protection, just like Akiro. Always fought for the well-being of our clutch. Sorry, your music didn't kill her. Not being a real warrior didn't kill her. She died trying to protect you. I knew you would understand. No, because it is absolutely bonkers. You're bonkers. Her best friend. I can't imagine the amount of pain and loss that Zuri went through. Akira was her sister, if not in blood, but in name. Still, that's no reason for her to blame herself for what was essentially an accident. Akira cared for Zuri as much as Zuri cared for Akira. Wouldn't let my family die if I could have protected them. But Zuri can't see that. Maybe I can't see that either. If we don't find something soon, there might be nothing left of my family. I need to find this stupid researcher ship. Let's agree that we're both crazy. Do you have any other pictures? Sure, there is an amazing one I took of the Emerald City in here somewhere. Zora flips through pictures of her homeworld without a second of nostalgia. I can't blame her. The giant world seems pretty bland. One picture of what I think is a ruined wall catches my eye. What's that one? I don't know. Graffiti of some sort? Who knows? Who cares? The glowing blue scribbles look really familiar though, as does the person standing beside it. He's not dreaming. He looks more like a human researcher. I don't remember taking this one. Negus must have. He always liked to take those weird scenery pictures. No, I don't think so, Zuri. When we're breaking out that undergraduate data pad, did we see a picture that looked just like this? Those markings look like the ruins. Hey, wait, you gave me this picture. Remember? You were clutching yours so tight that I couldn't see it, so you gave me a copy. I did, didn't I? To the lab! My copy of that picture then. I'm going to get Rasuna to let you out of this cage. No, take it. You need to get cracking on this now. You're right, but I think I'm done reminiscing for now. As long as you bail me out after you're done, you can borrow it. Nothing bad's going to happen to this one. I give you my word. That's good enough for me. Now go. Shoo. And Zuri, let's keep this a secret for now. Alright. I'm not going to risk my adversary getting a step ahead of me. I am once again in the lead of this operation. I have the truth in my hands. But as I walk out, I can see that the forlorn look returns to Zuri's face. I'm doing it. I'm going to get her out of this cage. She might want to protect others, but I do as well. I can't believe it. I got my clue back. Maybe not all of them, but at least I have something to validate my existence. My lab door is unlocked again. Now I'm positive I locked it last night. Well. My clue given back to me. And the culprit returned to the scene of the crime. Today is a good day. Oh, I caught you. Could you not yell so loudly? I can hear you perfectly fine without the volume increase. Hika, I should have known. Perhaps because we met before and I told you my name. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me? How did you get into my lab? The door? Was it unlocked when you got here? No. So you broke into my lab. Is that a question that you can answer without an attitude? This is why we need to go home. Rest isn't good for your temperament. You're going to explain how you unlocked my door and what the hell you're doing in here. I want an answer now. Not in a week. You seem perfectly content with making us wait with no information for that long. She's dodging my questions left and right. Still she can't leave this lab without getting past me. I will get my answers. Whatever, Spy, I've got what I wanted anyway. And whatever it is isn't leaving here. Unless you can pry my brain out. Too bad. I wanted to do it for myself, and I found it. You're not seriously going to pry my brain out. That's murder, in case you forgot, idiot. Where is the recording? The precious recording is on the table. I didn't break it like Zuri did. Zuri didn't break anything. Someone else did. Of course Zuri broke it. Stop lying to yourself. The evidence all points to her. Oh, is that it? You think I broke it? You broke it to our lab, and are avoiding simple inquiries about your methods and your purpose. Yeah, I'm a tad bit suspicious. I don't have to explain myself to you. Yes, you do. Fine then, and you have been holding information from us, like the real wording of that recording. I came in here to do a little investigating of my own, without my permission. Duh, you idiot, really? Why would I ask permission from the person I suspect is hiding critical details? Because those details are above your clearance. If I choose not to share them, then that's my prerogative. I think that's how I see you say that word. Well, that's how you kill people. I bet you knew about those monsters in the sand. You've crossed the line, Lieutenant. Do you think I put you all in danger without proper warning? You psychos are all alike. Father used to tell me stories about corruption in your organization. I'm starting to see you are the same. My taper is flaring, and I can see the reimprinted paperwork in my mind. Just like I felt bad for the girl just a few days ago. Your hunger is getting the better of you. Start minding your... What does it matter? You're going to kill us. You almost killed Faye, and you haven't shown a single bit of remorse. How was I supposed to know that we were walking into a pack of sand piranhas? But doing your job. I did my job. I'm sure you did. With these clues, I'm starting to see what your job really is. What are you going to do to... What are you going to do when we find this thing? Are you going to just hand it over, or are you just going to use it? Are you going to keep it for yourself, for your own purposes? Nothing to defend yourself. I'm trying to understand how you could have possibly be this dense. I've been honest since the start. You haven't failed to tell me what I want to know. It sucks when the shoes on the foot, doesn't it? He says I can have you court-martialed for disrupting my operations, for keeping the rest of the crew informed of what you're doing. Just because the commander chooses not to share my reports with you doesn't mean I'm trying to kill anyone. Whatever, fine. Court-martial me, Major. But what? Go ahead, do it. Are you trying to challenge me? Yep, do it. Why can't you just go ahead and apologize for her disrespect? What does she want me to make this a fight? I cut her break into my lap. End of story. If you think I'm unafraid to bring any sort of secret into the light, Lieutenant Starr is sorely mistaken. There is nothing. I'll take her back and I'll strip her of her rank. Wait, not shy. We're not going home. You're not as dumb as you look. Why are you so bent on ending our search for a potentially world-destroying artifact? Do you not care? I care a lot more than you, which is why I want to leave the stupid thing lost. That research is clearly trying to lose it in an uncharted space. Why don't we let him? Do you think someone else is going to get it for us? What? Yeah, the voice of space. My blood is boiling. She deserves to be locked up in a room far away from a place where she could interfere with my operation. This delinquency is inexcusable. Oh, and idiotly. Carly, let me in. Everyone wants to know the truth you're hiding from us. Carly, let her in? But why? She doesn't strike me as the type who would wantonly break rules and professionalism, but clean and squeaky. Soul support, sir. My dear, you must have let the curious lieutenant bother you so. Oh, Colonel Nelson, can I help you with something? I would like to extend my hand to you, if you wouldn't mind. We would. That's right, we would. I think I've had enough of the flight officer's help, Officer McGee. The illegally grant Lieutenant Starr access to my lab. I need an answer. Try as I might, I just can't keep the bitterness out of my tone. This operation didn't need any more winches chucked in. It's alright, little one. Just tell her exactly what you told me. Now, you must be brave, or you will be the one who is punished. Hika forced me. She threatened to hurt me if I didn't help her. That's not conduct of a self-proclaimed hero. That's sick and disgusting. What about when my data pack got destroyed? Did you let her in then as well? Mm-hmm. I racked my brain for some evidence to counter the statement. It seems legitimate from the trembling hands and frightened bunny rabbit look, but it seems too convenient. Kika had no alibi for the first event. Her sour attitude and clear attempts at forcing an early termination to this mission don't do much to clear her name. Still, Kylie didn't have an alibi either, as her ain't just Lieutenant Starr's conduct, as I am right. Emotions shouldn't convict her. This could be a situation of bad circumstances. Do I trust hostile Kitsune who just lost her family? Or the terrible mechanic who has ill support, even though she's under the wing of a corrupted officer? I'll look into it. There's more something to this blah blah. I'll look into it. There's something suspicious with Kika anyway. I think she may have known more about the attack in the desert than she is letting on. She did have a very nasty fight with our sweet Faye as soon as Faye woke up. Really? Oh yes, quite nasty. The relationship has been strained for a very long time. Perhaps Faye grew tired of being the Kitsune's minion. Faye never seemed too happy with the title. The pale-haired Lupaid always strikes me as more of a lone wolf. All the more reason I need to talk with Faye. If he could be the score to some revenge, looking to score some revenge, my bad. That would be the motive, an unverified one, but a potential motive for working with the Reltons. But they need some time to develop a relationship. Whoever laid that trap had to be working closely with the Reltons for a while. That doesn't fit Kiko without some more evidence. Is something the matter? No, just thinking. Perhaps you should take a break. You don't wish to get premature wrinkles in those lovely cheeks of yours, do you? He's right, Major. You're really pretty. Thanks. You're adorable yourself, Officer Miggy. What do you say? We barely had a chance to talk since your arrival. Well, enjoy its flattery. I have a mission and the chance of a lifetime. I don't know what the dark future awaits my clue, so I need to be hasty. I'm afraid not. I can stay busy. He'll try and question what I'm up to. If he is a culprit, he'll try to raid my lab. If he isn't, he could spill the beans to my other suspect, Kika. What would you say if I offered you a nice juicy steak and some of that dry rice you had for dinner? You're quite famished, if you don't mind me saying so. You have what? Surely you grow weary of the meager rice and unlimited amounts of sent food. Would you not care to partake in a real meal with myself and my little friend? The Colonel cooks really good food, Natalie. Join us. Well, aren't we rationing food right now? I don't recall seeing any of this sort on the menu. Of course you wouldn't. We wouldn't have it. Wait, what? We wouldn't have it if it were. So you are still in ship stores. No. They just never made it onto the inventory sheet. Nobody will miss them except for you if you refuse this generous offer. Come, you could use a good meal. This is what happened to the medicine cabinet Moonfall needed. It just never made the official numbers. You don't know what you're talking about, my dear. Little Faye got her medicine and is recovering from that venom. Yeah, the venom. Don't tip your hat, Natalie. You can't trust him. Or hand. Natalie, you can't trust him. He's just as suspect as Kika right now. More so since Kika seems to have at least have positive motives. You expect me to turn a blind eye to this in exchange for food? I expect nothing. I would not offer this to you if I did not think you were an amicable Saito. So is it a bribe? For what? Bribe is such a nasty word. We just want to be your friend. It was my idea. He wanted to spend time hanging out and thought this would be a good idea to present to break the ice. It's very rude to turn down a gift, so please won't you join us? I've got to go visit Faye. I can't stay for a meal. That's alright. We brought our gift with us, Kylie. Damn, I keep daydreaming. I gotta stop that. Kylie extends a small container full of cubed steak bits. The meat is basted in herbs and what I assume is steak sauce of some kind. I start gurgles in anticipation. But to accept the bride, I swore when I started this to be an officer who has morals. I can't split my stance when my stomach dictates. I have my pride and honor to think about. Maybe some other Saito would take it, but I'm an officer with a sense of pride in her duty. I must decline this. Theft of government goods, especially when we were in rationing is wrong. But nothing. If you wanted to give me a gift, you would have taken what you have and put it in the ship stores. After all, the princess from Seoul, I expected better of you. I'm sorry. I turned to chew out the colonel for his part in this, but I stopped short when I see the icy glare and sick smile on his face. He's a predator ready to strike. I'm sorry, Kelly, my dear. Why? You intend to report this, don't you, Major? Your honor dictates it. That's right. Then I'm very sorry, my compassionate mechanic. Well, why? Because your sweet gift to the Major is technically fraud and theft. You've been stealing from the state and smuggling unauthorized goods aboard a military craft. The Katajan Space Force highly frowns upon that, even if you did it with the best intentions. But, no buts. I'm afraid what you've done is wholly illegal. When Natalie reports you, you could be looking at 10 years. What? 10? Where'd I get that from? You could be looking at years in Maxwell Prison. But everyone was so happy. I was doing good for everyone. I know, my sweet girl, but those who follow the rules do not have compassion for those who break them, even for the best of reasons. Best of reasons, everyone is suffering. Is everyone? It pains me to say, but I think everyone in the ship has profited from Kylie's smuggling. What are you threatening? I'm no threat. I'm just saying that should our young Harbin go to jail, others might be investigated as well. I know one person on the ship who loves receiving gifts of course stakes from Kylie. This investigation might put more than one person in jail. The bastard. Please, I don't want to go to jail. I just wanted to help people. Everyone was so happy. They were happy, Kylie. They were. And they still can be. Isn't that right, Major Pukayo? Put the blame on Kylie and send Soul to prison. Do the right thing and put an honest officer in prison for doing nothing more than thinking his quartermaster was on the level. Soul isn't the only one either. Zuri, Alphonse, and the others. Fine, you bastard. I'll keep quiet. Tut tut, that's not a good attitude to have. Here are some sticks to cheer you up, Major. Don't worry, little one. The Major was just overreacting. She's not going to send you to jail, and will be happy to have your gift. Really? Let's go back to our lab. I promise to spend some Major special time with you. Bye. Couldn't send Soul to prison. He looks out for me, and I look out for him. We are a team, but I should have my job. I should have. My job means I have to do things like this. I can't even do this one simple job right. Those idiots back at the academy are probably laughing their heads off right now. I should never have allowed emotions into my equations. But I was happier here. I don't want to keep my distance. Nat. Please don't not in an emergency today. Guess what? Commander Racina stopped by and said she was lifting my punishment. I had to get a reprimand. But I'm free of confinement. That's great. What's wrong? You don't seem happy about it. Nothing. I'm really happy for you. Oh, it's happy. It's really hard to stay happy when you seem so sad. Is it because of that? Thoreau points at the foul food left behind. The package to bind me to this whole underground smuggling ring. Yeah. If they tell her in a painful detail about my attempts to do the right thing, and how it was smashed back into my face by a cute quartermaster and foul doctor. Can I see it? Go for it. So I nearly picks it from my hands and crackling the lids let a tantalizing aroma leak out. It smells really good. I think it would taste that way as well. Probably. It's a very nice gesture, especially after today's lovely meal of crunchy rice. Yeah. There's just one problem. There's a lot of problems with it. Which one are you thinking of? This. So I set the container on the ground, right to our talon boots, as much as the container, giving my lab floor a layer of plastic bits and chunks of meat. We're warriors, and we don't permit ourselves to partake in the corruption of scholars. I'm a warrior now? Warrior in the training, under my wing. Even if you don't have the body yet, you have the heart. You don't have to have the body to be a warrior, but you're right. We are warriors loyal to our people. You can't accept this. But I can't do it. I cannot put Saul behind bars because Crowley withheld the truth about where she got things. Doing what is right for those under our protection sometimes means doing what is wrong in the eyes of our command. You can reject the bribe and still protect your charges. You're right. I can't beat myself up over this. I have to stay strong and solve the mystery afterward. I could try to get that snake arrested in a way that will protect Saul. That's the spirit. What am I going to do about the mess you've made? He. Since she likes breaking in without my permission, and I'm not letting this dead pat on my side, let's have dear sweet Kika clean it up. Wait, Kika broke in here? Yep, she might have been the one who framed you. Too bad she doesn't know we had the real clue. Let's have her clean everything up while we pay Faye a quick visit. That's mean. I like it. Yeah, that's kind of mean, but whatever. With this search program working on decrypting the picture on Zuri's datapad, I have a moment to investigate another lead. Attempt to interrogate Faye for reasons the relatives might want her dead. But outside her door, I can hear her voices. Loud voices talking about things I can't quite make out through the sliding door. Did the culprit get to her before I did? Back me up. Huh? Okay. It's so cute, Soul. Thank you. I remembered how you like carnivore pigs, so I gathered up the materials to stitch you one. It isn't one of my better ones. That sweet Soul. Oh, Natalie, hey. Can I get one? Sure. Put in a hospital bed on one of our main mission. Sure, get put into a hospital bed on one of our missions. Start acting somewhat professional, and maybe I'll think about it. Woo! Blah. You should be happy with me convincing you sooner to let you out early. Only good little pups get gifts. I'm not a pup. You aren't. I'm going to have to take it back. I'm a man of my word. Don't torment the girl. Fine, as long as you start feeling better, you can keep it. I also brought you some documentaries by Lillian Hartford to keep you sane in here. Is it the Panda Bear special? Yep. Thank you so much, Soul. I gave Soul an approving smile. He really did take to Hartmine's request to stop making trouble with the crew. I know we could count on him. Still, making her a little pig doll as well as a get well present might be a bit over the top. He never settled for doing simple things like just apologizing. And thank you all for visiting me. I really, what's wrong? It's a damn antidote. Whatever Orbital's doctor's giving her has more symptoms than the poison. It's okay. I'll be fine. My chest hurts every now and then. You think you're alright enough to answer a few questions for me? I'll be fine, really. I glance at Saul, who gives the smallest of supporting nods. Do you remember my sketches of the runes? I do, but I still can't think of anything those squiggly lines might match up with. What about, have you seen anything suspicious lately? Strange, out of the ordinary. So maybe a stuffed animal, and it's trying to make you feel better. That is quite strange, I agree. See, if I do it again, it's sweet though. Still have to been this up to me since before. Don't worry, I sent this line of questioning. Suspicious, what could you two be hiding? Don't ask questions about things you wouldn't understand. Does it have anything to do with suspicious things involving my case, Faye? Lena, say no more. I'll ask Soul about it later. And you will get the same answer as before. You know I'm not going to give up on this. Perhaps it does not mean I'm going to make embarrassing private moments public for all to know. I knew it. Knew what? Al told me some very interesting rumors about how they broke up and how he had an if you spill one more word, I'll have you locked up in that room for the rest of your life. I thought you tried really hard to keep it a secret, but Natalie, Faye, please look the other way while I punch her in a big fat mouth. Bring it. This must be good if it was spur Soul to violence. So Soul and Faye, please don't, huh? I don't want to hurt any more people. Please don't say anything please don't say anything, Zuri. Alright, I won't say anything. Who is it going to hurt? This is one of those things that Soul should say for himself anyway. I never worry about his faults and failings. A failing it was, mine. Well, that may be true. As the ranking officer, I held responsibility. I'm starting to hate you all. I forgot how much you love it when people talk around you. You're all speaking gibberish. It is annoying. If you're going to speak sense, don't keep saying things to drive my curiosity further. Then I get to ask a question next, Faye. What is it? Do you know what would cause someone to stick biological weapons on you? I need to have a talk with Zori about what it means to keep your hand hidden during a questioning session. I can answer that one. It wasn't what Faye knew, but that she didn't know that it was an area inhabited by mutant fish. They weren't fish. What do you mean? Studying fauna and flora was my job. They were too streamlined, too well designed to be natural born. They chose a mysterious thing. I could also be hearing a faint humming from them. I think they were machines. Preposterous. Who would use a field of robot attackers as a trap? Natalie? Sorry. It's about my need to know, I see. So that's not, excuse me, I clearly shouldn't be here for this. So wait. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about them. So, it's okay, Faye. As long as you are feeling better, that's good enough for me. Thank you. It makes me happy to have visitors. I wasn't expecting anybody. We're a crew. Of course we're not going to come see you. Wait. Of course we're going to come see you. And speaking of being a crew, what are you still doing here, Nat? You need to talk to Saul before he gets away. She's right. He tends to misinterpret things. As true as that may be, he didn't misinterpret this one. He knew that I was withheld information despite claiming to trust him and be his friend. What am I supposed to say? I'm glad you weren't hurt any worse. Faye, it won't happen again. Nobody will be hurt again on my mission. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video here. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. It's a nice long video. So, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.